Hey everybody, welcome to Disney Sorcerer's Arena. So, I got some stuff to talk about. I'm doing this as my 21-month update for my free-to-play account that I started almost 2 years ago. I believe that it was at the 1 year anniversary of this game. I don't know. I think this game started in 2020 in a pandemic, and I started this game, I think about a year later. This is 21 months. As you can see, I'm level 78. So this is totally free to play, by the way, in case you're wondering. I also wanted to let you know something that probably, I'm sure some of you already knew, but I just found out tonight, and that is that another content for creator that was with Disney Sorcerer has moved on to greener pastures, and I don't know whether that's greener pastures. It's just a new hotness that I don't fault him for doing this because the game um, is very affordable. I play it myself. I'm just not, I'm not there. DSA is my DSA is my gym. Doing free to play, seeing how you know correcting my mistakes, seeing how long it takes me to get to where I want to be, um, is at a different place, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, but I'm okay with Disney Sorcerer. So let's jump in. First of all, I hope that you liked my. If you're new to this game, I hope that you watch the um, new player new player guide that I put out a couple months ago. I'm going to be. I have a side project that I'm working on to complement that, but this is what we're working on right now for this month, and but we'll get back to this later. Uh, let's come back. We'll come back to this later. Just go through the categories. You can see where I am in terms of the fun stuff. We'll start with the mythicals. Um, got the one. You can see here that I have the caterpillar favorited because I am working on him slowly. He's the only one of the Alice crew that's already at 6 stars. Obviously, we're trying to take him to 7. We got Sally down here. She's also on the favorite list. Nobody else is just kind of. The theme that you're going to see is that you're going to see this year from this account. Um, well, in 2023, because even though I'm shooting this video in 2023, um, I did make these changes in 2022. But what you're going to see what you can expect to see from um, this show is correcting my mistakes and hopefully rocket fueling them into a good space. Oceanics, we're good with. We got Mo, and we got Eric at a good place. We got Davey. We got Ariel, who I think I finished since last time, and we got Tinkerbell. So we're doing well in terms of we'll be doing well when the coastal conflict comes back. We also got Wendy here at 7. You can see here that we got Fish Daddy King Triton here at who's on the favorites list because he's a favorite for reasons that I talked about in my Essential Tune Guide. If you haven't checked out that, I'll put it in here at about 4 minutes. I'll put it in at the 4 minute mark. Check it, and I'll put the card in there. So, Wilds, we're nowhere. We got the Queen, but really haven't moved on the Wilds. And the reason why we haven't is because these dwarves. I talked about how I made a mistake. Going after the dwarves, unless you absolutely want Snow White, is not a good idea. You should avoid the dwarves unless you absolutely want Snow White, need Snow White at all cost. I'm just putting that out there. Everybody else, Frank and Lily, if you have the means, they're fine. Pacha, don't really know a whole lot about, honestly. Baloo is a scary. I don't know. What to say about Baloo. Frozen Crew, the being Sven and Kristoff, they're good as ever. But, Anyway, Downtown Heroes, we got solely done. uh, and everybody else, we're just we've got 4 of them done. The one we have favorited here is Ian for obvious reasons, but everybody else is kind of just awaiting. They're just waiting. Villains, Downtown Villains. We got the 2 done. The 2 that we've had done. I think Gorilla might be. Gorilla looks like she's getting close to being done, where we could take her up, but I'm not worried about that later. Everybody, it's just a process, right? Kingdom Heroes, you can imagine. We've got quite a lot of the favorites here. I got Kronk. Kronk is the one that's basically done. Then we got Mulan here. We got Robin Hood here. We got Sorcerer Mickey here and Mrs. Potts. All of them are at 5 stars. Mickey's at 6. Mickey's over halfway to 7. Robin Hood's already over halfway to 6. This is going to be a process. We could take Quasi up, but why? Because look at our money. We're just really hurting for money, and that's, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that being free to play in this game is easy, because it's not. Kingdom Villains, we're in good shape with Kingdom Villains. Do need some gear for these 4, but we're in a good place. It's gonna be a while before we get them, but yeah, you can see how scary close I am to getting Maleficent done, even open, and I'm just waiting for that to happen, waiting very patiently for that to happen. Adventurers, who we already talked about, in different categories. We got 1 that's done. Everybody else is pretty much nowhere. Ducks, if you're so inclined, we could move Darkwing up to be well on our way to Edna, but she's not a priority at this point. Forest, I keep telling you, wait until this Inferno comes out. I don't know if it's going to come out by the time you're seeing this video or what, but I think I expect big things from these forest creatures, and the fact that you have two people for Maleficent is not a bad thing. So if you're working on Maleficent, for getting to Maleficent, these 2 are going to help you just get they're going to help you get Tigger, along with Eeyore, and they'll be good. Interstellar, we got 1 done. Not a whole lot anywhere else, though. Got other priorities right now. Princesses, it is what it is with princesses. Like I said, stay away from Snow unless you absolutely, absolutely, absolutely have to have her, because you just love princesses, or you're done with the game, in which case, go for it. But if you're early game, if you're mid game, stay away from Snow White. Just unless you're a PvP that just loves princesses, like I said. No reason to go after Snow. Students, you can see we got the 1 that we're working on. We got Wendy here, who's also very essential to what we're doing, but it is what it is. Tech, you've seen all these people before. We're just doing what we're doing. So who we're working on is, if you're watching this, within the next few days, please take advantage of the double token thing that's going on right now. Especially if you're trying to get some tunes up. I did a bunch of refreshes, and that's the reason I got Mulan. I was able to get Mulan from she was 45 of 65, and I was able to get her 20 tokens to be able to get her up to 5 stars, so I could do the 5 stars Maleficent thing. And you can see we I don't think we have any surprises on who I'm working on here. you know, it's basically, these tunes are basically done. We're just, you know, as we get gear, we're gonna slap a piece on here, slap a piece on there, but there's really no reason to do that. We should just save and keep accumulating all that upper gear stuff, and right now the bulk of what we're working on is going into these other four. We're obviously hurting for money, so I don't know if I should just take one up, and I think I'm good where I am. Is I just acquire pieces, but Robin Hood will probably be the one to take up and start gearing, and then we'll just keep acquiring pieces. But it's going to be, I think we're going to be in really good shape by the time the event comes back in at the end of March. I think that's when it should come back. So I think we'll be in really good shape. So see where we are see where we are at the beginning of April. When this event comes back, I think we're going to be in really good shape as far as getting Maleficent. And then after we're, hopefully we'll be able to, she's not going to be done. And at that point, I'm going to have a very hard decision to make. Do I leave Wizards of Wonderland and go to another club, so that I can start gearing? That will all depend on where, my older free to play account is. Because I don't want to abandon the guild, but the club. I would love that. It's not like it's a big deal, because they can always come back and restart the club, and for me, it is kind of a pride thing. But anyway, if you have any comments or concerns, let me know. Yeah, we're doing this, and it's honestly, it's just the thing that needs to happen. I need to get these. I need to get these 10 tunes from Maleficent done, and then we'll see what happens. This whole thing would be a very different conversation if all of these tunes were Gear 7 already, but they're not. But they will be soon enough. Anyway, if you have any comments, let me know in the comments. I'd love to talk. But until then, have a good day, and we'll see y'all later. Okay, bye.